Okay. Hello, YouTube sphere. Trying to have a little technical difficulties, but we working that out. Let's get everybody else going. Hello, Facebook. Get the IG started. I got to start off with a smile. Happy, tantalizing, terrific, triumphant Tuesday. It's a great day to have a great day. It's a beautiful day here. You understand. I would turn around so you can see the view, but I'm on the time, so we're going to keep it pushing. If you don't know who I am, my name is Toria Howard, and I'm an educator. And I'm here to educate you on real estate today. I'm talking to the homeowners, first-time home buyers, or anybody that's aspiring to be a home buyer can take these tips as well, because then you'll have a leg up once you get your home. So every Tuesday, I come live and I either talk to first-time home buyers or talk to sellers or a combination of both. This depends on the topic. So today we're talking about building equity by the upgrades. Okay, so a lot of people slip on that. So first and foremost, protocol. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're watching this live. Drop a 2 if you are new to my live, and drop a 3 if you've been here before, and I appreciate it. And you're watching the replays, let me know. Comment some flames to give post engagement, all that great stuff. So I'm an educator. So first I want to educate you on my reason why I'm so passionate about financial literacy and real estate is of my own journey that I had when I bought my first home back in Memphis in 2010. I bought a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath house back in 2010. And I didn't take care of it. Needless to say, I didn't do any of the upgrades. I didn't keep up with any of the, general maintenance that needed to be done. And I ended up having to sell my house in a short sale because we had got behind on the mortgage. And not knowing and having a financial literacy that I know now, we could have kept our house. And the crazy part is when you sell in a short sale, you don't get any money. Everybody else get paid and you don't, which is a bad idea. Always try to work it out with your mortgage company first. And it takes some time for the foreclosure procedures. I didn't know all these things, how you can do it. Now that I do, I am showing people how not to have that hard money lesson. So when I sold my house, I bought it for $150,000 in 2010, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. Right. So let's put that into context. I sold it when it was sold, it was $167,000. 2 years later in 2021, it doubled. So it went up to almost 300,000. Well, no, it went up to 300,000 during that run we had. And once I left, last time I saw it was almost 350,000. So if I would have just been patient and held on and understood financial literacy, I could have had like a $200,000 or more, windfall when it came to my house. So that's the story. So that's why I'm so passionate about it. So let's talk about how you can gain some equity and get you some ROI out of the house you already have. So a lot of people sleep on the minor upgrades that need to happen in your home over time, especially if you're in your home. I was in my home for 9 years. I definitely should have upgraded my house because it needed to be upgraded when I moved into my house. But it was livable. It was decent. My counters were like wood counters. I should have definitely upgraded to stone. I should have definitely refaced I had good quality cabinets. I just had to reface them, repaint them, put some new, some hardware on them. Those different types of things help a lot. So let's talk about bathroom remodels and what is the ROI. That is the whole point. When you're doing these upgrades, you want to know what is your return on investment by doing these upgrades. So when you make upgrades to your home, whether it is, construction or redesigning something or any type of upgrade, you have to tell your mortgage company and your insurance company so that you can get your added value from your mortgage company, and also you can increase your value to your insurance. So if anything happens to your home, you can be insured. So minor bathroom remodels is an ROI of up to 102%. Every homeowner loves a great bathroom. So when the people are looking to purchase a home, they are looking to have a beautiful bathroom. Or they want all of them, but especially that main bathroom. So a simple $3,000 to $5,000 update, new vanity, fixtures, lighting, fresh paint, or reglazing your tub can add 5,000 to 7,000 in value to your home. So if you're talking about major remodeling, like your master bathrooms, everybody wants a spa-like bathroom. Everybody wants that. If you're talking about like upgrading sliding doors for glass, you talking about redoing tile, backsplash, vanities, mirrors, lighting, bathtubs, like putting in especially bathtubs and things of that nature. That number can grow to $30,000 to $50,000 worth of equity or value to your home. So depending on the type of upgrades that you do, it depends on how much value is added. So in Detroit, an older home is purchased for $80,000 with a minor bathroom refresh could sell for like 90,000 plus, depending on location and market demand. So you can still, the homes that are a little bit less than that, you need to do way more construction. So people are still looking for the deals that they did, probably like 5 to 10 years ago, where you can get a $50,000 house and the house is like not that bad. It's still pretty decent. That's not the case anymore. You have to spend 75 to up to 100,000 to get something decent that still might need some upgrades. So it just all depends on where you're buying here. So that's just a little tidbit. It can give you an extra, boost. So energy efficiency upgrades are as an ROI of 75 to 90%. Energy efficiency is adding installation, smart installation, installing smart thermostats, switching to energy efficient windows or appliances. And windows are costly, but you can make sure that you are getting the ROI. So like that's like $2,000 increase when you're talking about appliances. Not only increasing the home value, but reducing your utility bill by 20%. So not only are you adding value, you're also reducing your utility bill, which is always great. So make sure that you are looking into doing those energy efficiency upgrades. Don't skip those. So for example, $2,000 in efficiency upgrades can equal to 3,000 plus added appraisal value plus long-term savings. So that's what you're looking to do. Another thing people don't think people pay attention to is curb appeal. Curb appeal, which is your outside exterior, what the brick look like, what the walkways look like, what the grass, the porch look, if you have a porch, what does that facade, that first thing they pull up and see, do somebody say, oh my God, did you cut, you have a great door. People sleep on their door. Like having a great door can stand out, as well. So landscaping, a lot of people don't um that skip on the landscaping part because it can be pretty expensive. So like 500 to $1,500 on landscaping, adding bushes and flowers and things of that nature. Exterior paint, probably like $2,000 plus. New front door, 3 to 500, 3 to 600, depending on what you want to do with that door. They all create a strong first impression and increases the appraisal value. Nice mowed lawns, nice bushes, those, I don't know if they call perennials. The flowers that come up every year, you don't have to plant them. Those type of things is easy maintenance. Now, like, I don't know if it's still popular in Memphis, but in Memphis, they had that monkey grass. I did not like monkey grass. I like the leafier plants. I like the flowers, the colors, and things of that nature. So that is what I typically like to see when I see curb appeal. So you have an example of if you spent 150,000 on curb appeal, not 150,000, Lord, $1,500 on curb appeal investment could bring you $3,000 to $4,000 in added value and help the home sell faster because people love to pull up to a nice looking home. And then the last upgrade we're talking about is the kitchen. It doesn't matter if people love to cook or not. It doesn't even matter. People love a great kitchen, regardless, especially the ones that love to cook. And kitchen can um a kitchen can also um increase your value, give you an ROI of like 80 to 100%. So what is needed to be done is simple things. Like if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on your doing a lot of things, just refacing your cabinets, updating fixtures, updating lighting, adding backsplash, changing, painting your cabinets, changing hardware. Those simple things like that can add value without having doing like full construction. Like you're not opening up the kitchen, you're not changing things around. And then, countertops are important too. You can go to your local stores and they have countertops that they are discontinuing. People don't know that. You just looking for a great looking slab. So you can go and get, discounted countertops, cut that are there being discontinued. That's still a good value. Quartz countertops are always very durable, very good materials to use. And it's kind of it can be on the less expensive side, and it can also be on the expensive side depending on it. That's why you go and see what are they discontinuing, because people generally don't know, like, okay, this countertop is discontinued in 2022. Nobody is going through all of that. They just want to make sure that it looks good. I mean, unless there's some type of interior designer and they studied this type of thing, but not everybody is doing that. So, countertops looking, crisp and clean. A lot of people like white kitchens. I'm not a fan of white kitchens, but grays, blues, those are popular colors. Besides white, the natural oak, the lighter looking oak, with black fixtures. A lot of people going back to the brass, but they want the shiny brass more or less, because they more look like gold than brass. So that instead of getting, some people like bedazzled things. I like stuff that glitter. So, you might, find things that, are different and unique. Lighting is so important, especially in the kitchen. People want to, even if you have a dark kitchen, your lighting, recessed lighting, those are the lights that go in the ceiling, pretty chandeliers. I love a pendulent light. That's my favorite. The ones that kind of hang down. I like the light bulb ones that are really nice. It just depends on your decor. Like if you're going for something more modern, or something in that nature, then that'll work. Or you like pretty, light fixtures that brush nickel is a good thing. People love that. They just want to see some good lighting in that kitchen. So like I said, painting cabinets, swapping out hardware, updating lighting and black backsplash. You can spend around $3,000, and that can raise your home value by 5,000 to 8,000. So if you add all these together on the high end, you're talking about adding at least, let's see, seven, 3 is 10. That's 14. You're talking about 23. Yeah, you talking about adding, just by doing little small simple things. That's adding just $23,000 worth of value to your home. But if you do, but never over update in your neighborhood, based on your neighborhood. See what if your neighbors are selling house, go to their open houses, go view their homes, see what is helping their home sell. Go to homes that's in your vicinity. You want to go um, you know, within your neighborhood, and also no more than probably like 3 miles, maybe. See what other homes are in the neighborhood that are selling and what they're doing and what their upgrades are. So that's always a good thing to figure out how to upgrade your home, because you don't want, especially if it's not your forever home, but you still want to update it because you're going to sell it. You don't want to over upgrade and then you lose the value in it and you lose money. You want to make sure that you're staying on trend to the houses that are being sold in your area. Like I said, no more than probably 3 miles out. And if you want to set the trend, you can do that as well. But the energy efficiency is the biggest one, and curb appeal. Like I said, energy efficiency, curb appeal, master bathroom, and kitchen. Those four areas. And if you have a basement, or everybody's looking for a finished basement, or even a semi-finished basement, but like it looks clean, it looks nice, where somebody can come in and do their own thing. That's another thing people are looking for. Like people don't, it's already waterproof. The floor is already, down. You just might have to go in there, add some drywall or whatever. So, you know, um, those bonus spaces, just like we have basements here. You might, they don't have many basements in Memphis, but we have basements here, and people are looking for those upgrades and those things in the basement, finished basements. Or if you have a bonus room, people want that bonus room to look nice, to whatever they want to do, is entertain, kids room, whatever it is. Long as it looks clean, it looks nice, it looks comfortable, it looks homey, people are attracted to it, especially if it's not um you know your forever home. So for example, let me go back to the kitchen. If you add upgrade of 100K home, and you put up to 110K, if you upgrade the lighting, you can, just by the lighting alone, upgrade your home by 10,000. So that's what I'm saying. Like certain things can, bring forth, you know, the ROI that you're looking for, the equity you're looking for, the value that you're looking for, without spending a lot of money. And you should be using your equity to do this, because you've been there for a minute. So you should be using your equity. Yes, yes. So that'll be something that you can look into, because you can use home equity line of credit to do these upgrades. And, you have to pay it back. That's another, of course, you have to pay it back, but it's still your money, and you don't get charged taxes on that debt. So you're using it to upgrade, especially if you're about to sell. If you're about to sell it, then you definitely should use it, and then you turn around and flip it for profit. And you can use that other equity for your next home, which might be your forever home or your next home. I know people who have bought and sold 4, 5, 6, 7 homes. That you sometimes it just all depends on your lifestyle. Sometimes you move around, so you need to make sure that you are getting something that's going to start where. And if you are in your starter home, think about the ways you can upgrade your home that will grow in value. And if you bought right, hopefully that you bought in an area that appreciation is 1 to 5% every single year, because our real estate in Detroit has increased between 20 to 25% year on year. So it's continuing to rise, especially with all the infrastructure and the things that they're doing around here. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. Okay. Show me some love. Show me some likes. If you have any questions, let me know. I do have 2 ebooks that can help you. One for first time homebuyers called Journey to Your Castle. It's helping and assisting people from concept to mindset, because you have to change your mindset when you become a homeowner, to goal setting all the way to the closing table. And also House Rich and Money Smart, how to turn your home into a wealth building powerhouse. I have that as well, that you can purchase for a nominal fee. And if you want to bundle it, somebody that need it, real estate agents, mortgage lenders, if you are listening to this, you want to give it to your clients. This is something that they can help them be able to be more financially literate as they go along in the process, and those after the process, and they'll be able to turn their home. Think about the giving a gift to your clients that shows that you care about their well-being outside of just the sale, because usually once you sell, you just leave them be. But showing them that you care about them turning that liability into an asset will definitely get you some repeat business. Just think about it in that way. And those of you that are thinking about buying a home, the bundle is great for you, because you'll have a leg up. So once you start your process with Journey to Your Castle, and then you buy House Rich and Money Smart, once you get into your home, you will be able to have those tools to be able to uh, you know track your spending, have your emergency maintenance fund for things that don't are not covered by insurance, because the insurance companies are always trying to find a way not to pay. So make sure that you're understanding these types of things, and I put those in my ebook. So that's it for me. I bid you adieu, And I'll see you next week for Real Estate Tuesday. My birthday's tomorrow, though. So wish me a happy birthday. If you gonna Zelle me, you can Zelle it to look, shameless plug. If you gonna Zelle me a birthday gift, it's howardtoria@gmail.com. howardtoria@gmail.com. That's my birthday tomorrow. Show me some love. Uh, everybody have an amazing, beautiful, blessed day. And I'll see y'all next week. But you'll see me in the social media streets with my posting and things. And yeah, it's going up on a Wednesday because my birthday's tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Wow, I didn't even realize her birthday was tomorrow.